But let's focus on what's really happening with gold and the fact that gold is already sitting at an all-time high. Let's try and understand what it actually means for companies like Capri Global, for instance. We have Rajesh Sharma, the MD, joining in on the show right now. Rajesh, great to have you back once again on ET Now. Let's talk about gold. You know, that's been given stellar returns, especially in the last few months. Typically, we see demand expansion with a rise in prices. What is it that you're witnessing on ground?
So gold loan, as you said correctly, prices have gone up, and so the eligibility of the borrower has also gone up. If we have started gold loan launch in August, then so far we have already started about 450 branches. We intend to achieve a AUM of 1000 crore plus by the end of March. And I believe that total gold loan demand is growing at the pace of about 12 to 14% year on year, while banks are also increasing their market share. But for a particular segment of borrower where the borrower needs money in 10 minutes and they do not have any income proof kind of profile, the NBFC is helping them a lot. So growth of NBFC is higher than the banking system. So I believe that in our philosophy, gold loan is fitting well because we are helping those customers who otherwise cannot get access to the credit from the formal banking system. So we are quite bullish on the gold loan, and that is also giving a good yield. Gold loans are happening in the range with the NBFs in the range about 18 to 20%, which is giving a clear spread about 11 to 12% depending on your cost of fund. So I believe in a longer horizon of 5 years, it will be very good product to add on. And for a company like us, I think it will improve significant profitability once the branches expansion is taken place. So we are quite hopeful that we should be able to achieve 1,000 plus branches expansion in next 2 years time.
Okay, that's quite nice. You know, the other thing, Rajesh, that one sees with demand expansion and a rise in prices is, you know, the fact that one sees accelerated repayments as well and lower delinquencies. What are the trends that you're currently seeing with regards to repayments and delinquencies?
So we are seeing that post-COVID collection efficiency have improved significantly. It is equal to what it was pre-COVID level. So depending on the product to product, whether it's a home loan, MSME, or gold loan, collection efficiency are much better. That is giving the confidence to every lender, including us, to expand, to grow faster, and your increase offerings. So there is a good demand backed by strong collection efficiency in tier 3, tier 4 towns. And if you see our collection efficiency in the home loan is about 97%, in MSM is about 95%, and gold loan is about 99%. So this collection efficiency is showing that on ground, not only there is a good demand, but also there is a good income these smaller borrowers able to generate to meet their repayment obligation. So overall, it is showing a confidence in the economy, and also it is the reason that everybody intend to expand. So I believe that we should have a good year, and everybody should look forward for the next few years to grow. India economy is doing really very well, and I think everybody is a part of the India growth story.
Good morning. So India's growth story, we've of course been talking about this is the decade that belongs to India, our motto being Rise with India as well. So as we talk about gold and the way gold prices have been moving this year, up along, I should point out, with other precious metals as well. Now what we typically see in such a cycle is that repayments are advanced, delinquencies go down. Anything different this time round, and what is it going to mean for Capri?
So if we, as far as we are concerned, I think what we are very enthusiastic about the demand side. When you see the good collection efficiency and the good demand, that makes you very confident to grow your businesses. If you look at the gold loan side, the entire segment is growing, and while the players are also increasing their penetration, the overall demand is also increasing. So I believe if we talk about the gold loan, while the price rise, the eligibility also increases. Even the existing customers are able to borrow more. So that demand is also coming, plus the new borrowers who have not borrowed. If you see, the gold is very well penetrated in southern India, but north and west also we are seeing a good growth. So all the gold loan lenders are increasing their footprint and the expansion more towards the northwest than the south. So anybody who's opening 100 branches, even the player based out south, they're opening about 60-65 branches in the northwest than the south. So I clearly see that the penetration of gold loan is increasing, and with the rise in the gold, the eligibility is also increasing. So overall, it is a very very bullish scenario. While there is a margin pressure because the banks are started lending at a lower rate, but I feel for building a 10-15,000 crore book, that should not be a challenge for anybody on the margin side.
Can I also ask you what your view is as far as gold prices are? Just look at the way the US dollar index is behaving, the macros that are at play, all the recession talks also that we keep hearing.
So we talk hearing recession talks that it is happening globally, some part of the world. But if we talk about India, still I think there is a very underserved and underpenetrated segment, and I think so far we are not seeing any dip in the demand. Though recession might affect the stock market globally to India in some way, but that is not affecting our demand. That is not relevant. And we are not expert to comment how the gold prices will behave. But yes, what we are doing is we are maintaining our loan to value intact. So when the prices go even down, we keep a good margin of about 25%, and we don't see that in near future gold will see a dip to a level where we start incurring the losses in terms of recovery. So that is what we keep focusing on.
Okay, the stock higher by about 2% in trade today. It's always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for joining us
Thank
live and being so candid about where gold prices are headed and, of course, the impact that's going to have on your business. Okay, now let's talk about the newly